Наступна наша секція буде дуже цікава.
And our next session is going to be very interesting. This is because it will cover the issues of the global trends in the field of ophthalmology. And you're going to be provided with some global insights from our global experts. And the first speech will be provided by Sibyl Scholz from Germany. And she will speak about the updated IOL call, developing support for calculation of toric and non-toric IOLs. Please, Sibyl, you're welcome.
Kiev. Dear Oksana, dear committee, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm more than happy and proud to be with you also this year. Dear colleagues and friends, I'm very happy to report about the latest news, the latest updates which have been implemented into IOLCon, which is the most modern database for IOL specifications and IOL constants. A little bit of background. ULIP was the first database of its time and set a milestone for optimized IOL constants. From today's perspective, it no longer meets modern requirements. To catch up with those modern standards, Professor Langenbucher developed Professor Heige's ideas further. And in 2017, Langenbucher established and launched the utmost modern database, which is IOLCon. By now, IOLCon has established itself as a reliable, worldwide available source for optimized and also individually optimized IOL constants and IOL specifications. So, what is new? A very useful feature has been added to IOLCon lately, and I would like to introduce you to it. When you look at the printout of some biometers lately, you might see a QR code on top of that page. What's behind those QR codes? Additionally to the clear data on the printout, biometer manufacturers are going to also implement such QR codes on the printout of their biometers. This QR code contains all the data necessary to calculate the corresponding IOL. The QR code can easily be scanned with a simple handheld reader or with a smartphone. These QR codes store the essential biometric data needed for IOL power calculation and will ensure a seamless data transfer for IOL power calculation. The QR codes do not only include all the relevant data for these IOL power calculations, but will also simplify the documentation of the corresponding IOL. The benefits of such a QR code integration is quite clear. They enable an automated data transfer to IOLCon's lens power calculator. By this, an immediate IOL power calculation is realized by using the lens power calculator. An improved documentation and workflow efficiency is realized by these QR codes as well. This very new feature of IOLCon is already supported by leading biometer manufacturers like Tomy, Zeiss and Zima. So, how is this working? When IOLCon's lens power calculator website is active, the data from the uploaded QR code is automatically transferred to the lens power calculator and can be used there immediately to calculate the corresponding IOL. Such a calculation only takes a second. Following, the user just has to select the respective IOL model only. In addition, the QR code can be used for documentation purpose in the patient's medical file as well. For quite some time, IOLCon offers already the lens power calculator, which is based on the modern Castro formula. This tool, supporting the surgeon in choosing the correct IOL, is also available free of charge for ophthalmic surgeons directly via IOLCon's website. It improves the accuracy in IOL power prediction, especially for calculations for eyes which are outside the norm. The prerequisite is the use of current techniques that precisely measure all distances of the eye, like the axial length, the anterior chamber depth, the lens thickness. These are mandatory, and the central corneal thickness, which would be optionally. With this data, in combination with modern formulae, like the Castro formula, IOLs for difficult eyes, those eyes which are outside the norm, can be calculated more reliable compared to using classic formulae. By using IOLCON, the lens power calculator, and the latest implementation of QR codes, you will benefit of an increased accuracy. The lens power calculator with the Castro formula supports superior calculation. It ensures superior IOL power prediction, especially for complex eyes. You will also benefit from an improved efficiency. Scanning the QR code eliminates manual entry errors, so the QR code integration enhances efficiency and reduces human errors. As well, keeping. IOLCON is growing steadily. As of today, there is the following, to me quite impressive data included in IOLCON. It's about 687 IOL models from 38 manufacturers with almost 33,000 clinical data for 169 IOL models. IOLCON is the only globally available up-to-date web-based database which is free of charge for surgeons. It's updated constantly. It provides ophthalmic surgeons a documentation of all IOL characteristics which are updated constantly by the manufacturer. Biometer manufacturers integrated a direct download function to IOLCON into their devices, like the Anterion, the OR2000, the IOL Master 700, the Revo, and the Galileo G5. So, what are IOLCON's benefits for the surgeons? It offers you optimized global constants as well as personal optimized constants. It offers you the lens power calculator based on the modern Castro formula. And finally, IOLCON offers you a QR code on biometer printouts, which allows for a direct import of data into the lens power calculator, facilitating IOL calculation, order and documentation process. As well, it streamlines your workflow and documentation. By its most up-to-date setup, IOLCON's support, provided for free for ophthalmic surgeons, is an indispensable tool and will also meet future demands of an ongoing developing ophthalmic surgery. It is a highly valuable tool for cataract and refractive surgeons worldwide. If you'd like to know more about IOLCON, here are our recommendations. Or if you like to follow our latest updates on IOLCON's LinkedIn account. Дуже дякую і до побачення. До зустрічі і Києві.
Дуже дякую.
Thank you very much, Sibel. Dear Sibel, thank you very much for a beautiful lecture, for a wonderful presentation. And let me use this opportunity to thank you for your continuous support to Ukraine and to Ukrainian ophthalmology staff, ophthalmology professionals. Thank you very much for being our Ukrainian ambassador for so many years in Europe. Thank you very much for doing everything that you do for Ukraine and for Ukrainian ophthalmology. Let me also mention that during the conference we circulated information about IOLCON and about all the updates of the given platform. We have quite a number of our physicians, Ukrainian surgeons, making use of this database. Thank you very much indeed. Now we can switch to the professional discussion. Colleagues, do we have questions? Let me, first of all, thank you very much for this program, for this software. We, as a private clinic network, we do not trust very much the so-called stable formulas. Therefore, we're very grateful to see that we have the constantly updated database. We get information for multifocal lenses, for example, for whom in the patient's 0.25 dioptry refraction is important. That is very nice to see. We also double-check the results of your calculator with the other calculators online, and you provided the most reliable and most accurate results. So we keep propagating, we keep telling our colleagues that they need to use these calculators. Thank you very much for these calculations, and thank you very much for your support. And we do hope a lot that we will be able to continue with further education of our Ukrainian ophthalmology specialists in the field where Dr. Scholz is considered to be the best known expert. And I'm sure that Ukrainian ophthalmologists are quite happy they have a chance to listen to your lectures. Thank you very much indeed. I know you have a road waiting for you. You are actually on the way to some place, so we don't want to take much of your time. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much indeed.
Much for having me. Thank you so much. That's all I can say. Дуже дякую. До побачення. See you soon in Kiev. All the best. Bye-bye, dears.